it's Jody, Simply Stitching Ocala. Welcome back. I'm trying a different area in my craft room today. Hopefully the glare is not too much. I did try to wear my blue light glasses. I don't know, thought maybe it would help. We'll see. It's been a little bit over a month since I've seen you, so I'll do like a quick life update. We spent a weekend at a friend's house in Chiefland last month. We did 5 days away in Bonita Springs for a conference for my husband. I did Stitch Florida, and we had our grandson for a weekend and took him over to the beach in Crystal River. So lots going on, and pretty much during the week do my day job, and I work before that or after that on my Etsy store, which I'll share an update a little bit on that at the end. So we'll go through real quick. I'm going to try to not make it a feature-length film because I like short and sweet. So I'll go through and show you my fully finishes, my WIPS, a few gifts, little bit of haul, and then I'll give you a couple updates of shop items. So, yep, Corbin, if you know, he's my grandbaby. He's like 2 years and 4 months now. He's talking a lot more, still a lot of babble, but he's doing great. He did much better. We hadn't taken him to the beach since last summer, and so he actually really loved it. Just only took him a few minutes to get used to it, and we went to a place, Fort Island Trail, which is out in Crystal River. So it's very calm. There's no waves. It's on the west coast, and it's not like a super populated area. It's more of a fishing town. So he really enjoyed that, and then we took him after that to lunch with some live music over there on the river, and it was a good day. Needless to say, with all of the working and things, I feel like I haven't stitched a lot, and also because sometimes I'm doing some quilting as well. Okay, so let's get into fully finished. So I have 2 WIPs, one of which, the first one is Hive Rules by Primrose Cottage. And there was a Facebook group that Denise started called, I think it was just called Hive Rules, right? After we were all at the Annabella's retreat last January, that a bunch of people started this, including myself. Anyways, and I had done it on 16 count Olympia by Fiber on a Whim. And if you've been around a while, you know that like 16 count used to be what I only did projects on. And then after StitchCon last year, I had found 20 count, and that's what I started stitching on. And I love it because I love the one strand. So this is on 16 count. So it was hard for me to try to get back into using the 2 strands, but I had already done so much work on it. So basically I had gotten to like where the humble is, like right there. And so I started working on this section, and as I was doing it, I was just like, I don't love it on the 16 count, and that's just me because I'm just so used to the 20 count now. And I just said, you know what? I'm not finishing all of this. I don't need all of this. So I stitched this, and then I opted to just put this row after it, as you'll see, and I called it good. And then I just got a board from Hobby Lobby that's just like an unfinished wood board, and use some Lori Holt cross stitch fabric. Let me put it back just a little. Now, I used one of my Autumn Blessing needle minders that I have made for the store that I designed at the top, and I did that because I just feel like I'm gonna put it. I know this is weird. Okay, so last year when I decided to actually not have Patriotic up all the time, I did bees on like my tray, and then I did like strawberries and lemons, right? It was like a whole, that kind of thing. And I decided this year I just didn't have the energy to put all that out and take all. So Patriotic has still been up since May, but I think I'm gonna do a display of bees like early fall, like September, to go along with fall. So that's why I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna do this and I just thought the autumn blessings went with it, and I just did 2 bows of ribbons that I already had. So sorry, I feel fumbly. So that is my first fully finished. I can't remember what this one is called. I know it's just like the little, was it the month by month? It's a stitching with the housewives, and this is just the little one that goes with it. And I feel like it's like October. I can't remember. This is the little one, but this was a tiny WIP that I had started, and I hardly had anything on it, and I was like, why didn't you just do that? So anyways, it's finished on one of Chantel's little paddle boards. I'm not sure what the name is called, but you can go onto 141 Design. She has her own website, 141 Design Company, and look it up. And then this is, I'm trying to think what fabric it is. Paparazzi, I believe it is, by Riley Blake. And I used to use some twine, and all these different layers are just like the press on board. And I did put a little bit of batting under that pumpkin, so this is so cute. So I know I'm all over the place as far as like themes, as you'll notice. But that's just what I did. Let's see, the next one I think I had showed you, but it wasn't fully finished. This one is Strawberry Quilt, which was by Primrose, which was in their I believe that was in their box, right? Yeah, it was in the Sip and Stitch box. I believe these have been released now, and you can buy their PDF on their website. But I stitched mine on 20 count spun sugar by Color and Cotton, and it did come with the finishing. It did come with those finishing things and the pins, but I just did it a little bit different. I don't know, when I saw this, it just reminded me, my sister growing up had a strawberry shortcake room. So no kidding, her walls, I'm trying to think, were the walls green and the carpet pink, or vice versa? All of a sudden I'm having like, can't remember, but it was like full on strawberry shortcake. And so I don't know, this just reminded me so much of that. And so I just used some Riley Blake Rick Rack and Lady Dot Chenille, and then I had a little strawberry button that I had, and I made it my own finish that just totally, this reminds me of my sister's room growing up. And the last one was Chantel's box, the Sorry Can't, which was her box with hands-on design. So I didn't stitch this one yet, but it came with this free bonus. And so, and it came with the floss also, but I just decided that I wanted mine a little bit different and in my colors. And if you know me, like, you know, I love like Camille Ross Kelly fabric, and Lighthearted would be my favorite of all lines, which are what my bags are made out of. But anyways, I changed the colors to match more of that type of coloring. So you can see here, I'll put this, you know, I just changed, I mean, it's still similar. I'm trying to make lighting, but just, I would say, in like more muted-y tones than what it came with. But I already had this one displayed up in my on my cabinet over there in my stitching room, but I took it down to show you. So here's the thing. I've started, normally I am a small girl, not a big girl as far as projects. I'm a big girl, just I'm talking about cross stitch. I've started a lot of bigger projects than what I normally do, because I normally do smalls, and I feel like I need something in between that small to get that finished gratification. So like doing some of those little ones in between these WIPs that I'm doing is helpful for me, because I feel like I don't have a lot of stitching time lately, and so, you know, I have all these big projects and I'm working on them, and I'm like, I feel like I'm not making any progress, you know, I don't see any finish. So that's what, for me, I need to do in between. And I'll show you, this is actually like part of the haul, but I'll just show you, because this is this kit is in my store right now, but I'm doing a Zoom stitch along this week with my friends. And so this is the pattern by October Fiber House. And I feel like it's a lot of like fill in on those spools and stuff. So that's why I feel like it's going to be a good Zoom. I just haven't picked my fabric yet. So if you do it in my store, is a kit, and it comes with the floss and a backing fabric and Lady Dot chenille. So this is all, well, sorry, it's falling. It all comes with that. So I just have to pick fabric. I don't include cross stitch fabric just because everyone has such different taste. But that's going to be my next like smaller project to work on in between all the big projects. Sorry, I have stuff down here. So you'll see I did finish the top. It's not quilted or bound or anything yet, but that's the big one that I was working on with the Hey Boo. But then I had like leftover kind of mess up stuff, blocks. We won't go into that. But so this is a much smaller one, but I just quilted it with some loops. And even though it's kind of more girly with like the pink and whatever, Corbin's gonna get this for Halloween. It's just a small lap quilt. And it has this Riley Blake fabric. It's spiders, but I can't think of the line right now. But this is the backing and what I used for the binding. But he's seen it and he already loves it, but he's not getting it until, you know, and it's literally just, you know, it's just different strips just laid out in like a block pattern, but I love it. So that was also a finish during that time, and then sewing all of this together is also during that time. And I do have one I haven't worked on in a couple weeks. Hold on, let me see if I can turn the camera without knocking it over. That one over there I'm working on in Lighthearted, and it's called Cheerio, the pattern by Camille Ross Kelly, but it was in a magazine years ago. And it was one that my mom and I wanted to make, and we never did. And so I finally felt like I wanted to make it. So anyways, I haven't probably done a block. There's 11 blocks made, and I probably haven't sewn one in like over 2 weeks probably. Okay, so next we'll move on to WIPS. So like I said, I have all those that I recently just finished. The biggest WIP that I'm working on, that I worked on the whole time I was at Stitch Florida, is the exclusive Primitive Gatherings chart by Teresa Kogut that was in their box, and it's called No Place Like Home. And I just love it. I still haven't decided, like I really like the words, and then there's that like intense border down there. I still haven't decided if I'm gonna do it without this border. I don't know, we'll see as I go. And I'm doing it on 20 count Atomic Ranch Winter Mint. So it has like this, just a hue, like a light, like greeny blue undertone. Oh, I don't know why I can't get my hand on that, sorry. So that's how much. I have some of the house started. So, I mean, it's not a ton, but it is a lot of stitching. Like I said, I haven't been having a lot of stitching time lately, but I just love the colors in this one. And I am actually using all the called for colors, which I know I switched them a lot of times, but I actually am using all the called for colors. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink. Sorry, my nose is itchy. I can't remember if I showed this before or not, but I drink like probably 3 of these, maybe 4 of these a day. And this is, it's a swig mug, but made for Fat Quarter Shop. So those are all like quilt blocks. Anyways, it's a good cup. I really like it. Okay, next WIP, which neither one of these I've hardly done anything on, but this one is I Love Fall Most of All by Brenda Gervais. And I bought the whole kit. And I'm doing this on 20 count Atomic Ranch Amber Waves. And you can see that I've hardly done, you can't even see the bottom actually in the picture of those things, but I've hardly done anything. I've outlined some stuff, that's about it. Though maybe I could fill in that pumpkin on my zoom stitch. We'll see. Again, not very much time, but that's okay. I like to have different things. And the last one, so I wanted to kind of stitch this when it came out. And then, you know, time's gone on and I didn't do it. And then Hannah the Stitch Fairy, I don't know if you follow her on Instagram. She has a Flosstube, but I don't think she's going to be doing it anymore. She has 4 small children. I think George is the oldest at 6 or 7. I can't remember. And then she has one down to, you know, the baby is, I don't know if he's 5 months now. Anyways, regardless, she does so much stitching. So Hannah the Stitch Fairy, if you haven't checked her out, go check her out on Instagram because she shares a lot on there. And I love seeing her stories. And I love hearing her kids. They're from Tennessee. Anyways, when I saw her finish, and I asked her if I could print this off. So this is the Prim Stitch series, right? Is that what it's called? Prim Stitch by Lori Holt. And it's been out for several years. And this is Hannah's framed stitch that I printed off. And when I saw her with that done, I was just like, oh, I mean, no, first of all, it's huge because I think she did it on the called for like 25 count. So that's like a 12 count. Like it's like, I don't know how big it is, but like when you see her holding it, like covers her whole torso of her body, it's huge. So mine will be much smaller because I'm doing it on 20 count. And I can't remember what that size is going to be. But I'm doing mine on, that is a good question. Because now I can't find the stitch card. Okay, well, anyways, I'm not sure what I'm doing it on. And all I've done so far is I started the top border and then the side borders of just the first block. And I'm using all the called for DMC, which Linda, Stitchy Linda, was so sweet because I'd asked her the day we were leaving Stitch Florida. I thought I was going to start it there. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have the color for the border. And like I live, you know, I live out of town, as I say. I'm like 25 minutes from stores. And she brought it for me so that I could start at Stitch Florida. And then I got so just stuck on this one that I showed you, the No Place Like Home, that I never even ended up starting it. That was the only thing I stitched on when I was there. But this, I mean, this is huge, right? This is huge. I haven't decided because I feel like it might almost be too big for someone like me to finish. And I don't know which ones I would take out, but I may, instead of doing all 12, I may do 9 and make it a square instead of a rectangle because I want to, and the biggest reason why, okay, look at the colors, the called for colors in this, right? And if you look at even just behind me, and if you've ever watched any of my other videos, or you can always look on my Instagram, and I have a highlight bubble for my crafty sewing room, like these just all go so well in my room and I just love it. So as I go, I will post, I post more like on stories. I will post updates on there, but Hannah was like, oh, let me know. How's it going? You know, and I was just like, girl, this is going to be like years for me. I don't know, unless I really just concentrate. But like I said, I feel like I need to do like other smaller things. I get bored easily on the same thing too long. So we'll see. But I really would like to have that up in my room. So, okay, now I'll talk about Stitch Florida. It was fantastic. I know there was only a couple spots left, but I think they might be sold out now for 2025. And this time it's going to be in September of 2025. But I know Alicia is going to have a wait list. So you can still go to the fancyfulflamingo.shopify.com, I believe is the link, and see about getting on the wait list. It was fantastic retreat. There were so many fun people. She had, it wasn't a designer retreat. It was just, she did have some people that did demonstrations, And then there were vendors. I want to say were there like 8 vendors. But anyways, it was great. I did end up leaving early just because I had been gone so much. So I only was there. So it was Thursday to Saturday night at, 9 or 10. But I came in Wednesday and helped with some setup and stuff. And I was there all day Thursday and then all day Friday, and I left after dinner on Friday. I just felt like I needed to be home. So sorry to my friends and sorry to table adjacent people. I love you all, and I had a great time seeing everyone. I just needed to get some. I had only been home like 3 days before that, and I just needed to get home to get some stuff done for the store. But I'm gonna just show you a couple of cute gifts. Jessica Sweetwater always does the best gifts, and she always does something different too. So she made these cute little pillows for each of us, which are so cute. Super cute. I know she gave us some other stuff too, but I just wanted to highlight just a few things. I can't show all the haul. This cute, it's cross stitch. Like actually, like it's actual thread. You can feel it, and it's just a lined pretty notebook. I think she said she got it at Joann's, but super pretty. And then Rika from House of Stitch and Stash was at my table, and she made us these gorgeous, gorgeous bags. Love it. And then Carrie, Tiger Lily, was also at my table, and she had these, if you saw her floss tube recently, she had talked about them. She had these specially made because Tiger, Fanciful Flamingo, all the pink, right? They're so good. They're so, with the foam, they're so good. So that was our table gift from her, which I love. I did not bring it in here. So Jessica's cousin Connie was at our table, and she gave us a couple things, but one thing which I just love that I'm going to wear to retreats is she made, with the beads, she made us a bracelet that said Stitcher. So cute, kind of like a Swiftie bracelet. It was so cute. I also did just get one other keeper from Carrie because I just wanted another one because I like with the vintage stitching. And so she had some of these available. And that's the inside. So that was like a little bit of haul. So I guess we're moving on to haul now. So I am gonna say that I got a ton of stuff from just the random people, the amazing kindness of people that just walk around and give out stuff. And I did give out a few things. I don't do like the whole room. It's just overwhelming. But I appreciate those that do, and all the goodies that were dropped off when I wasn't sitting there. If I would have been smart, I should have taken a picture. I don't think I did. Sorry. And I could have inserted it because a lot of it's already been put away because Stitch Florida has now been, at least 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. I don't know, time's going by fast. So I'll just go into, I don't have like a lot of haul, but I'll just show you. I just got in this lovely bird bag, and there's a, from Jess at Como Stitches. And then there's a thread bit inside that matches. Not like any other project bag, but I love them, right? Okay, I already showed you that. Okay, so then my club, the Stitch Me Club this month was Coconut Shell, 20 count Ada. I know it's hard to see. And then they also had like I think they just like said like, oh, we have some available, and I got one more reproduction because I love that fabric and I've almost used all of it that I have. So I got that. And then my club, Atomic Ranch Fabric Club, is 20 count Bayou, and this one's kind of dark, so I'm not sure. It's actually showing up lighter. It's actually pretty dark. I don't know, but it has good like fall vibe to it, right? Okay, then we're gonna talk about so this is haul, but it's like, it's a couple weeks in the making. So Rika, who's House of Stitch and Stash, who's at my table, and she, I mean, I've seen her talk about it before, but then actually seeing all her needle minders, Clays by Kim, in person, oh my gosh, the peacock one is gorgeous. I really want one in like aqua blue tones, of course, but that she also had this I would say lemon type I'm not sure what you would call it. Like, I guess it's a lemon color. I don't know, green and yellow, like summery, lemonade-y looking. And they're needle minders. And they're handmade clay and they're dragons. Anyways, so the last few weeks, I've been dragon hunting with some friends and I finally got my first dragon. So I have this one and it just came in the mail because I got it last Thursday. And again, it's Clays by Kim on Instagram. And then I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna be a dragon collector. But I do want some type of aqua one. So we'll see, you know, she releases different ones all the time. So we'll see what her next release is. And I'm just gonna do a quick shop update. So if you don't want to hear about that, that's okay. I just want to show you, I have designed a lot of different needle minders and I have a couple other Christmassy ones coming. So I have one, and they're wood, they're like 1.5 inch wood discs. I have one that says Mimi's Life. There's an Autumn Blessings. There's one that says For the Love of Chickens. This one, sorry, they're sticking together in my hands. This one with the cow says Hey Y'all, with the cow in its mouth, with the hay in its mouth. This one says Resting Witch Face for all you Halloweeny people. And then the first few I did were Choose Happy with rainbows. Be Kind. Oops, sorry, it's stuck. Sticking together. My Happy Place. And last one is, this one has sold a ton. Retreat Friends. I'm also going to be releasing soon. I'm actually going to do some different like gift bag for retreats or just friend gifts put together. I put a poll on Instagram asking about pricing, and so I'm going to have one that's between like $12 and $14, and then maybe one that's a little bit more than that. So that it's already something pre-made if you're just like right before, you know, like a retreat or a friend, you know, staycation or whatever, and you just want a few things and you just can't get it all together, that I'm going to have it already curated in a little bag for you. And I'm also going to do a Christmas one that's going to have a stitchy ornament, so that'll be in the shop soon as well. And then I'll just show you some fabric. If you like Teresa Kogut, her Bittersweet Farm just came in, so I have actual like large the full line in big bundles, but then I also have smaller, more reasonable that just have like 7 fabrics, and they're super cute. Those are in my store. And then also Lori Holt just came in with Hometown Christmas, and again I have it's not the whole line because I think the whole line is like 53 prints, and I have 22 prints, and I have fat quarter bundles or even fat ace. And fat ace are 9 by 22, so a lot of times those are even good for cross stitch. So I didn't do an actual bundle with like the Rick Rack or chenille or anything, but the ones that are 9 by 22, those fat ace are really great just to have on hand also for cross stitch finishes. So so I appreciate you watching, and hopefully I'll be back again sometime in the next month to give you all the life updates and the stitchy updates and the store updates. And I hope that everybody, I know people are winding down their summer and kids and teachers are going back to school, and I hope everybody has had a great summer. And we're still crazy hot here in Florida, but looking forward to it being fall and cooling off soon. So I'd appreciate if you like the video to subscribe, leave me a comment, and happy stitching. Have a great day. Bye.